G'day Elouera Nippers, and thanks for tuning in to the rundown of week 4 of your home-based Dryland training program. And a big congratulations for getting this far. You've got to this point, you've done hundreds of crunches and push-ups, and you've run for about 4.5 hours, so well done. This week is a consolidation week, so we're trying to bank in some of the gains you made over the last 3 weeks. It's going to feel a little bit easier, and that is programmed that way. You'll see the aerobic program is 1 session from each of the previous 3 weeks, and the strength program is based around week number 2. The difference being that main set 1 and 2 can be combined for the older kids. Also attached to the program is a nutrition guide to help boost your immune system, especially coming into winter. Okay, main set 1 and 2, down in my garage again. You've got me this week. Starting off with push-ups. Keeping them nice straight back from your shoulders down towards your ankles. Trying to get a 90-degree bend in those arms. Alright, moving into squats now. Keeping your feet about shoulder width apart. Knees staying over the top of your feet and your toes. Backside sticks out a little bit. Now I'm looking down a little bit too much during these squats. I'd like you to look up at about 30 degrees and it keeps your back in a much better supported position. Moving into our mountain climbers. Again, keeping your back well supported here. You don't want to stick your backside up in the air. Alright, going into our shoulder exercise here, it is a side raise. And we're putting that pause in at the top of the repetition. 10 reps. You'll see here I've got a slightly staggered stance, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Keeping my abdominals tucked in while I'm doing this supports my back. Alright, demonstration today is doing both main set 1 and 2 combined. Going to tricep push-ups, keep my hands underneath my shoulders, elbows in by my side, focus on the triceps. Again, I'm doing on my toes, nice straight back from your shoulders down towards your ankles. Going into a step lunge, again I'm separating the movement into its component parts. Step, drop, stand up and return. 10 each leg. Going down into a V-sit. Squeezing your knees and shoulders in together. This will be the 3rd week you're doing these exercises. You should be starting to improve on the timing and coordination of this exercise. Okay, the final one in the main set 1 and 2 is a shoulder press. Again, you'll see I'm in a staggered stance here. Abdominals tucked in. Supports my spine while I'm doing the overhead shoulder work. Moving to our core set, plank. Done this before, working on a 40-second plank with a 20-second recovery. Again, nice straight back, shoulders down to your ankles. And the second exercise in your core set today are your flutter kicks. Okay, have your hands underneath your backside, pointing your toes, probably a little bit more than what I am doing there. Fluttering your legs up and down, keeping your abdominals nice and tight. Preventative exercise set. 2 exercises today, you've done these before. Whole month, bent over row, squeezing your shoulder blades in behind, or your shoulder blade in behind you while you're doing this, bringing the weight up to the bottom of your ribs. Again, you're using a nice light weight for this exercise. Okay, the second of our preventative exercise set for our shoulders here is the shoulder external rotation. You should be using, again, a nice light weight for this exercise. If you look closely here, I'm using a weight that is too heavy for this exercise. I'm separating my elbow from my body as I go through that rotation. Use a nice light weight and your form will be better. Stretches as before. Doing a pec stretch, hip flexor stretch, hamstring stretch, and an extended child pose. Now that's the rundown on your training program for week 4. Well done for getting this far. Keep the training up, and I'll speak to you next Monday.